In the last lesson, we discussed the approach for weakening, strengthening, and assumptions questions on the GRE's RCs. In this lesson, we would be applying the approach on a GRE-like example. Before we do so, you may want to pause the video and revise the approach. Let us now take a GRE-like example. Here is the question, and here is our mind map approach. We have seen this passage in earlier lessons, and this is the mind map we came up with. Our first bite was the first sentence of the passage. What did it do? It raised a question around whether this scientist can be considered a remarkable one. Our second bite is this part of the passage. What did this bite do? It developed a case for yes as the answer, as in why this scientist should be considered a remarkable one. Then we saw a contrast trigger, followed by what we can consider the last bite of the passage. And what this does is to develop a case for no as the answer, as in why this scientist cannot be considered a remarkable one. We completed the first 4 steps, and now we must go about reading the question stem. We see that it is a weakening question. The correct answer choice must weaken the notion that our scientist should not be grouped alongside these remarkable figures. In simple words, we need an answer choice that suggests that our scientist is as good as these remarkable figures. And yes, if our scientist's research is cited by other scientists more frequently than the research of these 2 remarkable scientists, then it would mean that our scientist is equally good or maybe even better. The argument is that our scientist does not have a very strong standing among scientists, but if other scientists are citing his work more frequently than the work of these remarkable scientists, then our scientist should be grouped alongside these figures. Therefore, this answer choice definitely weakens the notion under discussion. This is the correct answer choice. Let's still look at the other answer choices. The success of our scientist in advocacy for science education does not address the point of he being grouped alongside these remarkable scientists whose work was into core science and not in areas peripheral to it. Therefore, choice B is incorrect. If most scientists who are considered remarkable have extensive experience specializing in major programs in the laboratory, and we know that our scientist does not have such an experience, then this answer choice would strengthen and not weaken this notion. Therefore, this answer choice is doing the opposite of what we seek. This should be eliminated. That the standing of our scientist is higher among astronomers does not help the fact that his standing among scientists in general was still weak, and therefore this answer choice fails to weaken the notion under discussion. That the influence of our scientist in the world of science has been disproportionate to the amount of research he conducted is just operational detail. This has no impact on the notion under discussion. Therefore, this answer choice is also incorrect. Answer choice A does a fair job at weakening the notion under discussion and is the correct answer choice.